Welcome to Author of the Month, a look at an upcoming or veteran author. My name is Brandon, a paraprofessional at the Missouri City Branch Library. The author this time around is Junji Ito, a Japanese illustrator, writer, and mangaka known for creating vividly nightmarish horror manga. Let's get right into it. Junji Ito was born in Gifu Prefecture in Japan on July 31st, 1963. At an early age, Ito was inspired by his older sister's drawings and was introduced to the manga artist Kazuo Umezz and Shinichi Koga's magazines by his two older sisters. These two creatives' specialty is horror. Ito was around 4 or 5 years old at the time, as he recalls in a Grippy.jp interview from 2019. After graduating from high school, however, Ito trained as a dental technician. His dental career coexisted with his increasingly appealing and successful hobby, and he even netted the prestigious Umezz Prize for horror manga, named after his mangaka idol. This continued until the early 1990s when he transitioned fully to his lucrative hobby. Other creatives that have influenced Ito's artistic work include Hideshi Hino, Yasutaka Tsutsui, and H.P. Lovecraft. Ito's universe of stories is very cruel and capricious. His characters often find themselves victims of malevolent, unnatural circumstances for no discernible reason, or punished out of proportion for minor infractions against an unknown and incomprehensible natural order. Notable works by Junji Ito include Tomie, Uzumaki, and Gyo. Let's delve into each one of them individually and explore more of his artistic works. Tomie is a 3-volume story originally debuting as part of the Ito Junji Kyofu manga collection, or the Junji Ito horror comic collection, that follows different narratives of a young, raven-haired teenage girl named Tomie, whose charm and attractiveness drive whomever she interacts with into infatuation, leading them to commit violent acts for or against her sake. Additionally, Tomie is an immortal regenerative succubus, always returning her body to a pristine state even if riddled with gruesome mortal wounds or ripped to pieces. In the course of her story, she has morphed into twisted forms, plagued her victims' sanity, and taking over or consumed their bodies. Some victims she torments may wind up killing their own family or friends. The drawings of Tomie's transformations and body regeneration can be quite disturbing, filled with intricate details of a human body's inner workings. Moreover, the carnage that befalls her victims is nothing to sneeze at either. Tomie is Ito's second most popular work, being his most popular upon its debut. Due to this fact, the manga was adapted into a live-action film series with 8 entries, an anthology television series, and a web television series developed for the American short streaming platform, Quibi. Uzumaki, Junji Ito's most popular series to date, centers in Kurozucho, a small fog-bound town on the coast of Japan plagued by the advent of spirals also known as Uzumaki. Shuichi Sato, a young teen boy, finds his father dead in the shape of a coil after having been stricken with an unhealthy fixation on anything that includes the shape of a spiral, snail shells, whirlpools, man-made patterns. Kirie Goshima, Shuichi's girlfriend, is informed of the bizarre circumstances and has encounters with the spiral syndrome overtaking the town, transforming the thoughts and bodies of citizens into twisted horrors. The two of them must survive by navigating the increasing eeriness and dangers that are compounding in the town. Uzumaki consists of 3 volumes, with the first volume releasing in August 1998 in Japan and October 2001 in the US. A live-action film premiered in Japan in 2000, directed by Higuchinsky. In the year 2019 at Anime Expo, a 4-episode anime was announced to be in co-production by Studio Drive, Production IG USA, and Adult Swim, a production wing of William Street. An existing trailer with a release year update of 2020 was shown at Adult Swim Con 2020, along with a video featuring the director of the project, Hiroshi Nagihama, discussing aspects of the endeavor. Yo, Tokyo Fish Attack. A young couple, Tadashi and Kaori, on a seafaring vacation in Okinawa, encounter large, grotesque, rotting fish that invade the land with the aid of mechanical legs. Jellyfish. Whales. Great white sharks. Seemingly, nothing is off limits. A repugnant stench heralds the arrival of masses of bipedal and multipedal monstrosities. Kaori, who possesses a sensitive nose, is overwhelmed by the smell and able to detect it from a considerable distance. At times, the stench is so foul and potent, it pushes the limits of her sanity. The warp creatures are the result of experiment in biological warfare. The series includes 2 volumes and an anime adaptation, OVA, or original video animation produced by Unfoldable Inc., known for bringing to life series such as Fate Zero and Demon Slayer, also known as Kimetsu no Yaiba. In the OVA, the story follows the perspective of Kaori instead of Tadashi and makes other changes to the narrative. Frankenstein, released within the Junji Ito Masterpiece Collection Volume 10, was published in 1999 in Japan and released later stateside in 2013. In the US, the volume is entitled Frankenstein Junji Ito Story Collection. Ito retells the story of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein, a scientist enamored with the thought of creating life by synthesizing body parts of the deceased and other elements, life crumbles down around him when his creation wreaks havoc to those dear to him. Beset with the drive for revenge, he chases the monster to the ends of the earth. And this is where the story begins. Ito brings the reader up to speed through a series of flashbacks leading up to the fateful day of Frankenstein's ruin and beyond. But who is the true monster? Frankenstein or his creation? The artwork is rendered in stunning detail, with body parts utilized for Frankenstein's research being lifelike and introducing shocking sections of the story with dread and a jolt of barbarity. Though, the narrative starts off slow. Junji Ito's take on Frankenstein received an Eisner Award in 2019 for Best Adaptation from Another Medium. The Junji Ito collection received an anime anthology series that ran for 12 episodes. The series was animated by Studio Dean and co-produced by the anime video streaming platform Crunchyroll, which broadcasts the production worldwide outside of Asia in 8 languages beginning on January 5th, 2018. Funimation, a Texas-based anime/animation recording firm, began streaming the collection on January 20th for English speakers. Several Ito stories from the collection are included in the series. Video gaming. In the 2010s, Junji Ito consulted briefly in a planning meeting for Silent Hills, a new entry in the Silent Hill video game horror series, an IP owned by the Japanese-based studio Konami. The project was led by game director Hideo Kojima, known for his Metal Gear Solid series, with film director Guillermo del Toro of Pan's Labyrinth and The Shape of Water also providing feedback. Actor Norman Reedus of The Walking Dead was set to star. A demo for the game released on the PlayStation 4 video game console under the title of PT, and released in 2014. PT is a first-person psychological horror game. Particularly, the demo occurs with a player controlling the protagonist in a house where elements in the background change eerily. The house repeats itself in a loop. Cryptic puzzles and texts appear over time, and the place is seemingly haunted. The demo received overwhelming popularity from players, but Konami ultimately canceled the project for undisclosed reasons and also pulled the demo from the PlayStation Store online marketplace. After his departure from Konami, Hideo Kojima would call on Junji Ito to appear as a non-playable character or NPC in the first game, with him having full ownership of his Kojima Productions label. The game is entitled Death Stranding and released in 2019. Del Toro also makes an appearance in the game, and Norman Reedus appears as the protagonist. Here's a quick look at Junji Ito's other titles, as well as some upcoming ones. That's a wrap on today's video. Be sure to look for the author's books within your local Fort Bend County library, or place a book holder online or over the phone for curbside pickup. For more information on Junji Ito and his titles, visit www.viz.com/Junji-Ito and www.goodreads.com. And for a deeper breakdown of his titles and accompanying professional reviews, explore the Novelist Database, which can be reached on the Fort Bend County Library's websites within the section entitled Databases. Happy Halloween! Thanks for watching. Until next time.